As a kid, had the opportunity to meet Tiger Woods, had the opportunity to meet Dr. J.
I knew it was going to be a good time, but I didn't know what to expect. What's going on?
I can't stress this enough. That was the most fun that I've ever had on water a day in my life. Like, bro, people were taking golf shots off of the yachts into the ocean.
Golf presents a lot of opportunities for people to network, do business, and that's what essentially created urban golf.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Melanin Money Show, and this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to do a less typical intro because last year, Melanin Money, we sponsored this event, actually. It's the biggest check that we wrote for an event other than our own. We do our own events. Yeah. And so in the middle of planning for one of our biggest events, you know, I got connected with this gentleman, and I saw his vision. I saw what he was building. And I just saw something special, and I was like, I'm not just going to share it on my stories. I'm not just going to tell my friends. We're going to vote with our dollars, and we were the presenting sponsor of an amazing event called Urban Golf Weekend. And I thought it was only right to bring him on the podcast. We will be a sponsor for the foreseeable future. It was one of the best experiences.
Best weekend of my year last year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, best weekend.
Coming from you guys, that's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah. I mean,
and so with no further ado, Cliff, man, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me. I truly appreciate you guys. I can honestly say Urban Golf Weekend wouldn't be what it is without you. Yeah. You know, putting your, your mouth where your pocket is. And, man, thank you for believing in me.
Absolutely,
Truly appreciate it.
No, absolutely, man. It was a pleasure. It was an honor, and we look forward to having fun again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just kind of tell us what sparked the vision for urban golf in the first place, right? Because obviously, I ain't gonna hold you. Like when we got there, we didn't like. I knew it was gonna be a good time. But I didn't know what to expect. And I was like, what is going on? Why am I having this much fun?
Everybody get that experience. Yeah. So, a little bit about my story. I grew up playing golf at the age of 4. My dad, he was climbing the corporate ladder as an accountant, and he thought picking up golf would be a good idea to socialize, network, etc. in his 30s. And when he did that, he handed me a club, and I've been playing golf pretty much all of my life. And through that, I saw that there was not a lot of access for people of color, but golf presents a lot of opportunities for people to network, do business, and I wanted, my community specifically to have an outlet for that. Yeah. And that's what essentially created Urban Golf.
Dope.
Yeah, so Urban Golf Weekend, right? A phenomenal event over 3 days. And golfing obviously is the pillar of that event. It brought a lot of prominent people together. How has golf and golfing events helped you become more successful? Because I feel like I'm just now realizing how impactful golfing is to your career success.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, so I think that like golfing is the only sport where you can spend 4 hours socializing with somebody direct, right? You can't have that same experience, with basketball or football. Yeah. And I think with that, people learn how to trust you. And then you say, you know what? I know somebody I could connect you with, that's in the industry you're in, or I know somebody who'll be a good fit for you. So it's just finding that commonality, which is important and also very important in business. And I saw how that kind of, forward my career. And also like as a kid, had the opportunity to meet Tiger Woods, had the opportunity to meet Dr. J.
Oh, you met Tiger Woods? I didn't know that. That's
man, I met his father, got a lesson from him.
Wow.
And, all these, extremely successful, people. And I felt, damn, I need to make sure I do something so other Black professionals have access to it. And other Black professionals, come to the golf course in an environment where they feel accepted and comfortable to ask the questions like, okay, how do I hold a golf club?
Right.
What's a par? What's a birdie? And I think a lot of people just don't feel comfortable asking those questions because when they get to the golf course, they don't see anybody that looks like them. So my biggest thing was creating an environment where people can feel comfortable asking those, questions.
Speaking of the environment, right? Talk to us about the intentionality of the curation of the event. Like why is it structured the way it's structured? Tell us about the dynamic. And what do people typically come to, or what do you want people to get from the overall experience?
Yeah, I think what makes urban golf so unique is it's for golfers and non-golfers alike, right? I don't think you guys are avid golfers, but
I know.
Relax.
Right.
Yeah, they don't disrespect him like that.
Now we got to play.
Bro, you ain't playing.
Yeah,
not because we had a virtual event that was spilled over to that Saturday morning. So we was making
he fought me for it. So he really wanted to play. So
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
We're gonna be on the same foursome this year. So like I said, I wanted to create an event to make it culturally comfortable for our people, and our element is lounging and our music. So I wanted to fuse it with our culture, but also make it surrounded around golf. So not necessarily for people to pick up a golf club at Urban Golf, but while they're there, right, they could see other people on the golf course that look like them and say, damn, you know what, maybe golf is something I could do. And then with the hopes of them picking up a golf club at a later date. And I think I really accomplished that because there's so many people who came to Urban Golf who never fucking played golf.
That talking to me.
Never, ever.
I want to play golf. Yeah, that's what we have an interesting dynamic, right? It's like he certain things that he'll catch wind of, and I'll just trust his opinion. Certain things that I'll catch wind of, he'll just trust my opinion. We kind of have like a dollar amount threshold that is like if it's under this amount, we don't really challenge it, right? We just trust each other, right? So I told him about it. He's like, okay, whatever.
Let's be clear, the Urban Golf was over that amount.
It was.
But
I
was clear.
it was over that threshold. Yeah, and he's like, all right, cool, whatever, bro. So he kind of was going into it just like, this is a George thing, and he said us a vibe, whatever, right? And then by the end, he's like, yo, bro, this is the best weekend of my life. You know what I'm saying? And so I say all that to say, like, you definitely curated that vibe from beginning to end. Because even as my business partner, he went into it. I mean, thinking it was going to be a decent time, but left just like, man, we got to do this every year. Like, I got to buy it.
And I wanted to start learning how to play golf at that point because I couldn't play because I had no idea how to play. If you're ready to start saving on taxes and multiplying your money from investments, then you're in the right place. The Multiply Your Money Challenge is a 5-day transformational training where for the comforts of your own home, you'll learn the top wealth building and tax saving strategies of the 1%. We're going to be teaching you all the same strategies that we teach our clients that help them increase their net worth by over $100 million last year alone. So what are you going to learn? Well, you're going to learn tax saving strategies like how to pay your children from your business to build tax-free wealth for them. You're going to learn how to leverage real estate to completely wipe out all your taxable income. And George is going to be teaching you investing strategies on how to increase your portfolio and how to access your retirement accounts today, tax and penalty free. This is going to be a life-changing training.
And if you're wondering why we do this, because we actually have an advisory firm where we help our clients do this every day. The reason why is because we believe in greatness on display. What's the point of going to a outdated website with a landing page that has been updated in 2 years and hoping that advisor can deliver on that promise? Instead, come to a 5-day experience where we are training and teaching you for 5 days, and you'll actually be able to implement some of these things within that time period so that you'll have firsthand experience that we're the money team for you. If that's of interest to you, you've been looking for a money team, click the link below, grab the VIP experience so we can actually answer your personal questions. I can't wait to see you in this transformational financial experience.
Can't wait to see you inside.
Peace.
And so my question to you is, why do you think golf isn't as prevalent as it should be in the Black community?
I think it's because of access. And I think that for a very long time, golf has been this isolated sport for the very wealthy, high-level corporate people. And I think it was intentional for them to keep, African Americans, from the game. Very similar to a lot of the laws that were created to separate, African Americans from the majority. So it's very intentional. But I think that the culture has shifted, right?
Yeah.
And I think that another reason why we're so successful is like we came in at the perfect time where you have like companies like Eastside Golf, and you know, those are my guys, Olajuwon and Earl, and they're infusing our culture in a very you know, confident way, and people are feeling like, damn, you know, like golf is for me too. So you know, it's a lot of that energy, and it's a lot of lifestyle. Like I was born and raised in Miami.
Right.
Everybody knows Miami is the place to be to have a good time. You know, we got South Beach, and I grew up in that culture. You know, just seeing how people maneuver and how people, you know, from all over the world come to Miami and feel like Miami is just like the best city in the world. So I infused, you know, what I've learned from golf, and you know, the lifestyle that I live in Miami, and it created a weekend that's unlike any other weekend that you will ever experience.
How do you kind of mitigate the perception of like the pretentiousness or like elitism that people kind of associate with golf? Because I think outside of the access and the financial barrier to entry, but people probably like, oh well, only these types of people care about golf. How do you like dispel that or break that barrier?
I think the only way you could do that by giving back. The organization that taught me how to play is a nonprofit that pretty much funds, you know, youth in the inner city that want to learn how to play golf. And, you know, urban golf is not just a weekend of having a good time, networking. It's also a charity. So we raise funds for that organization, and we bring the kids to the golf course. You probably saw them out there. And everything's about access. You know, you're always one person away from finding that person that could change your life. And, you know, I've always been a person that loves to connect people. So I think urban golf is one of those events that just connects people in a very unique way. And, you know, I think that as it relates to, you know, our youth, they need to see different examples of success. And I think that like we present that in a very good way. And we need more events like that. And, you know, just to give youth the understanding that you don't have to bounce a basketball. You don't have to be on the corner selling drugs. That, you know, it's 100 ways to skin a cat.
Big facts.
One thing I love about sports is that it teaches us different characteristic traits, right? Discipline, things like that. What characteristics or traits do you believe that golfing has taught you and could teach the youth once they pick up a club?
Man, I think one is patience. You know, golf is a sport where no matter how long you play, you never ever are going to hit every shot good. So it teaches you to, you know, if you have some adversity, you got to quickly forget about it, pick yourself up, and get back to it. And I think that's a very important lesson to learn in business. You got to have short-term memory. So I think that's definitely something that I developed at a very young age playing golf. And then also, too, you have to be very calculated. Golf, you got to look for elevation. You got to check wind speed. You got to look at the grains on the putting surface. And that's how you got to move through life. You got to be tactical with every move that you make and always think about the next step. So all of those lessons I developed very, very early just by playing the game of golf.
And for those who aren't familiar with the event, can you just kind of break it down from top to bottom so they know what to expect when they get there?
Yeah, so again, urban golf is for non-golfers and golfers. The weekend always starts off with a welcome reception. That's just a way for everybody to kind of like interface, get to know each other. Open bar, big shout out to Sincoro. There are, you know, one of the best
margaritas I've had, by the way.
Man, it's the best tequila. If you don't know, that's Michael Jordan's tequila.
Oh, I did not know.
I found that out a couple months after the event.
Okay, so it's like if you put like 30 something bottles together, they'll make a basketball. Something crazy like that.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And it's one of the best tequilas. I remember during the pandemic, you know, like it was a shortage on 1942. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me find some other shit. And I saw that, and the guy was like, man, you should try it. And I fucking fell in love with this tequila.
Yeah.
So it's just by God's grace that I was able to connect with them, and they love what we're doing, and they said, hey, Cliff, like, we had such amazing feedback from your event that we will sponsor an event in any part of the country.
Hey, send them over to Wealth Weekend.
Oh, man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all my brothers, man.
Yeah, we
if I
need
got
that.
it, you got it.
My man.
But so it's gonna be a lot of tequila.
Okay, so a lot of welcome reception. Okay.
And then after that, it's the golf course. The golf course is unlike any golf tournament you've been to. After the golf tournament, we have what is called the par tee, like a par shot and the tee that you put a ball on, and that essentially is a day party on the course, upscale, white leather couches, dope designed, bottle girls. It's essentially like going to a lounge, but on a golf course.
Yeah.
And a lot of people forget that they're on
the golf course.
Yeah.
It was a vibe.
It's very, very intentional. So, and then we go to the highlight of the weekend for me, which is called the Power Brunch. That's the more sophisticated event. That's my version of Rock Nation brunch. Flowers. That's the time you call your boy that you introduced me to.
Oh, he's in the building. Shout out to Jay Hines.
So
just real quick, anybody that's coming to Urban Golf Weekend after listening to this episode, I mean, I can't be humble about it. Y'all have seen the suits. Y'all asked about the suits. Y'all wondered who did it, who got them. Like, Joseph Hines is my custom suit guy. So if you're coming to the event, you want to be prepared.
Don't want to get embarrassed.
Right. We'll put a link in the show notes. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Clean up on aisle 6. It's a lot of drip. Now back to your regular schedule program.
So the Power Brunch, you got to come fly, man. That's when you pull out your cleanest outfit for. And it's essentially high level networking, and we also have panel discussion. George, thank you for being on the panel. We also had Eastside Golf, Melvin Rodriguez, co-founder of Mayo Organics. We had an executive from the Heat, so also imparting knowledge. And then Sunday. I'm a little salty, man. You guys had a bigger yacht than me.
Yeah, but you said the highlight of the weekend. I'm like, I was waiting for the yacht.
Sunday or was that Monday? Was that Sunday?
That was the Monday. That was Monday because
Monday.
We checking straight.
Monday.
Yeah, because we checked that because Sunday. Y'all reset my minimum standard on how many days.
I try to forget.
Monday.
But
George's fault. George got the bigger yacht on purpose.
Yeah, I said I need the biggest yacht.
No, I'm messing.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm messing with you. But Monday is like the biggest yacht event. I feel like we're bringing like.
How many was tied up last year?
The south of France to Miami. I think it was like 17.
Yeah. I keep telling the guy, I was like, can you find me a yacht that I can land a helicopter on and I'll be happy.
But man, you can't take my idea this year.
Let's just get the same yacht. Let's just be on the same boat.
Yeah, same yacht.
But the cool thing about it, all the yachts are tied up, so it's one big party. Literally, I hop from each yacht just to say, what's up to everybody.
I can't stress this enough, guys.
Yeah.
That was the most fun that I've ever had on water a day in my life. Like, bro.
Yeah, it was
11 yachts tied up. You can hop.
It was like 17.
Sorry, 17 yachts tied up. You can hop yacht to yacht. Didn't Slim Thug pull it up?
It was
Flow Rider.
Rick Ross was on the phone. Like it was
Flow Rider. I'm like, what is happening? People were taking golf shots off of the yachts into the ocean.
It was crazy. And then shout out to our videographer. The recaps was insane. Yeah, shout out to our videographer. Matter of fact, you connect. Jay Hines connect Quan.
Videographer.
Quan killed though. I told Drake he didn't need to do a music video. Now, that song is synonymous with that recap.
Yeah,
he did.
You know what I'm saying? But that was fire. But yeah, the yacht day,
where were you posting that before Urban Golf Weekend?
For sure.
It's the biggest yachting event for Black people
ever
in the world.
Yeah,
honestly.
Ever.
And this year it's gonna be even crazier.
Yeah.
So man,
we back again. Back again.
But also too, this year, obviously, you always want to scale. Something new that we're folding in is called the Urban Golf Weekend Expo. And I remember going to the PGA show with my father, which is the biggest PGA golf showroom where all of the companies kind of highlight, their products. and it's like a mile long, and there were no black faces in there.
Yeah.
And that's something that stuck with me, you know, as I transition in the sport. And so we want to change that. We're creating a Urban Golf Weekend Expo.
Okay. What day is that going to be on?
That's going to be on Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
So it's going to be a showcase, you know, to give companies in the golf space, also, you know, black companies in general, visibility and a way to have direct access to their people. And hopefully, you know, do some revolutionary stuff there with our economy.
Because what I can say about y'all's demographic and the way it's been curated, like it's one of the best young, professional, diverse demographics I've seen in a long time. Because like, you know, we're in a lot of entrepreneurial circles. I feel like there's kind of like 3 buckets that I've seen. I can kind of distill it down to. You have like, you know, you have like the entrepreneurs, right? The young up and coming entrepreneurs. You have like the tech founders, right? And then you have like the young professionals or corporate or doing their thing, right? And I feel like y'all kind of over index on the tech founders and young professional, which is a really dope to see because we have a real foothold and a presence in the ecosystem of like entrepreneurs, which is great. But we almost forgot, like, dang, like this exists. There's a lot of dope people in the spectrum, the DC crowd, like, and it was just dope to see, like, that there's a lot of young professionals that are getting to it outside of the entrepreneur circle.
Yeah, I'm blessed, like I said, to just be a connector. And big shout out to my board, Josiah Graham. I know you had him on an episode, man. Yeah. The lawyer down there making millions.
Hey, listen, we heard contingent. The word of the day is contingency.
And 40%.
And 40%. I need that scratch. Like, take it off the top. I'm taking it off the top, baby. But yeah, Josiah's dope. He was
and you got
on
Hope who introduced us.
Yep. So shout out to Hope. Like this connection might not happen if it wasn't for Hope.
Like my board is like the black dream team when it comes to black professionals. So I'm just privileged and honored to be connected.
Is Triggs on the board too?
Triggs.
Yep. So he'll be on an episode later as well.
Yeah, celebrity plastic surgeon, and just super blessed to have a universe of such amazing people. Yeah. And like I said, like I want my connections, my universe to be everybody's universe. So
what are you most excited about for this year's Urban Golf, and how many people are you expecting to attend?
So I'm excited about the expo because definitely I feel like that could change the dynamics in the golf industry. I'm also excited about switching the tournament to more of a spectator type of event, like a typical golf tournament.
Need people being able to watch alongside cool.
Because dope. I was able to, broker a deal with the golf course where we can have as many people as we want. For one, like I said, I want everybody to be exposed to it. And, it's for non-golfers. So you don't have to pick up a club, but you could be there and hopefully, some golf rub off on you. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. And just, taking it to the next level. And I'm super excited about another event that we did in partnership with Melvin Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah.
The Elevation Experience, which is for black professionals in Dubai. It was just an amazing experience.
Yeah.
A curated space just for us so we could lock in and have real conversations.
Yep.
And, have advice on wealth management, on, mental health, spirituality, all the things that we need as black men, but we don't have an outlet to talk about. And the brotherhood that we built over there, I mean, it's like we got our own, fraternity.
Yeah.
It really changed my life, man. Just seeing, so many successful brothers from so many different industries come together and just, leave their egos at the door and just knuckle down and, open up their ears. So I'm excited about going back to Dubai and partnering with Melvin again.
Dope.
And his team at Mael, and his team at Stay Blessed Studios, and, growing the Elevation Experience too. So
what do you see the Urban Golf brand? I know we've had conversations ad nauseum, but like, what do you see the Urban Golf Weekend brand evolving into over the next 3 to 5 years?
I see it continuously growing, and not only just being something that's about golf, but just business in general. I think that golf has tentacles in every industry, and Urban Golf just being a leader in bringing, Black community together in terms of networking, fashion, wealth, and, just being a mega leader in terms of our community and, connecting people in a very special way. So I'm looking forward to that.
Dope. So obviously it's no secret. I mean, there's a lot of synergy in our platforms in terms of,
Absolutely.
super serve people that look like us. We super serve, the same demographic from a financial standpoint. And a lot of money is made on the golf course. A lot of connections are made on the golf course. And so I guess my question to you is, when you think about, Black success and Black wealth, what does being a melanin millionaire mean to you? Like when you hear that statement?
Man, I think it means to me access and looking back and giving back, right? Like, I feel like finance is all about education. And no matter how much money you make, if you have a poor mindset, eventually you'll be poor. And, we see this all the time. Athletes going broke, right? Because they don't invest in their future. They invest in their family, what's in back of them, and not invest what's in themselves. So, I think about what you guys do on your platform. You guys give people the tools not only to be successful, but to connect with other millionaires. So you could, have more resources. And I think that's something that our community really, really, really needs.
Right. Well,
and big shout out to you guys, man. Wealth Weekend really made me up the ante. I'm like, damn, man, these guys got real signings. I said, hold on. I called my team and said, man, we got to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah. Speaking of which, right?
Yeah, man, honestly, man, it was Black excellence.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, man. Hey, listen, iron sharpens iron, man. We had the time of our lives. You came to our event, which was love. And your birthday weekend. So shout out to you. That was his birthday weekend. Still made it out.
You guys wrote me a big ass check and you didn't even know me, man. Yeah. So like that really touched me, man. So I can't say thank you enough. And just practicing what you preach, man. You guys are real trendsetters. You guys are really changing people's lives.
Appreciate that, bro.
I'm a testament to that. So I truly appreciate what you guys, did for my organization.
Man, we appreciate it, man. And we're going to be back again. And so you don't have to worry about that signage. We have our event planner, helping out lead the charge as a part of our sponsorship package this year. So, hey, man, appreciate you for coming on the show. I am anxiously excited and awaiting my second Urban Golf Weekend experience later this year. Can't wait to see you at Wealth Weekend. I can't wait to keep building and expand the game of golf and expand the game of wealth at the same time. Appreciate you, bro.